Hey guys, Justin and Peter here with a GameSpot news breakdown. So Amazon just announced the Kindle Fire TV, and this is obviously not a competitor for the Xbox One or the PS4, but it is definitely going to be going up against the the Roku box, and people are going to compare this favorably or unfavorably to the Ouya. Is this a better, from what we know? I mean, we've seen a couple games, we've seen the specs. Is this something that we should be excited about, or just maybe not something that we should care about at all?
Well, it's very interesting. I think it depends on what your gaming ecosystem is like at home. What Amazon's doing is creating a platform to take advantage of the Amazon Marketplace, which is currently available on other Kindle devices and Android devices as well. And this is an Android-based system, but you're not going to be able to use Google Play. So you're immediately sort of, you're cut off from a lot of the things that make Android great, and you're forced to use Amazon services. I think that is the linchpin that's sort of going to cause the biggest issue for this going forward, at least in the eyes of gamers who are used to getting all sorts of great things out of the box, right? This is strictly Amazon stuff.
But having that Amazon name seems really important. Like, I love Amazon. I order all sorts of crap from Amazon. Is that not something that is more of a positive?
Well, I mean, it's a good thing. I think Amazon shows that they're taking gaming a little bit more seriously than they have in the past. They've got the controller. There's a dedicated graphics processor on board for the Fire TV. But, I don't think that we're going to see a lot of games that are going to entice people away from their consoles. The game they announced today is called
Sev. SEV. It's a third-person shooter with tower defense elements.
And it's sci-fi-y, and it's reminiscent of maybe Halo is the closest thing I could compare it to, like a third-person Halo with tower defense. Titanfall?
Yeah, they have robots.
Yeah, I don't know. It's also unexciting. I think this is really for someone who isn't a console gamer, who is not a PC gamer, to sort of say, look, we've got your streaming services. You can do Amazon Prime Video, Netflix, Hulu, and you can play games. We've got a controller that is, could be great.
Well, I mean, that's who they said they're aiming this at. This is at guys who have an iPad, who do mobile gaming primarily and don't really game on console. So, I mean, in that sense, it's not even aimed at us. We already have like five devices in my home that stream Netflix and Hulu and Amazon Video, and I don't feel like I need something like this. Is there a reason that I would want to pick one up?
I know the only reason I'm interested in it is because of the hardware and the fact that it's designed to work with the Android operating system. Amazon's OS is based off of the Jelly Bean version of Android, which is slightly outdated now. They're up to KitKat. But what's important there is the dev community for Android devices are really strong and really clever. So if someone can figure out a way to run the standard vanilla Android operating system on this and open it up, I think then that's an interesting proposition for people like ourselves who maybe want to emulate old games, right? Or do other things with Android that we're used to. Apart from that, I know I'm not very interested because what I could get from Amazon, I can already get with other devices that I already currently own.
Like the Ouya.
Like the Ouya. But not even necessarily the Ouya, I mean, it's just that there's nothing enticing for me. I don't know. What about you?
Well, saying that it has 2 gigs of RAM and a quad-core processor, like that sounds really interesting. Like that makes it sound more appealing than it is. But at the same time, I always feel kind of burned by Android games. Like I want a full console experience, and Android is always a little bit disappointing. I mean, those are basically mobile games, and I don't want to play those on my TV. If I'm going to play on my TV, that's for Xbox One, that's for PS4. But I also don't feel like I'm the market for this because I'm going to watch Netflix on one of the many, many other things that we have. But the price point, is that a good price point? $99 for the base box. If you want a controller, which just looks like an Xbox controller, that's another $40.
Right.
There's not a cheaper bundle.
Yeah, I mean, you will be able to use the remote, the standard remote that comes with it as a controller for some games, I think.
Like shooters?
Just
one button.
Right, yeah. The value is there, right? Because right now the Apple TV doesn't necessarily have competing hardware that offers the same feature set. Like you can't play games on it, for example. It has local storage, but you can't use it.
Yeah, I mean they're going against Apple TV and Roku. Those are their main competitors, not Microsoft, not Sony.
Right. So for $140 to get that system with a controller, to me seems like it's asking a lot. I think you also get $10 worth of credits for the store, and the average game is $1.85, and they have thousands of free games. So maybe you get a lot of stuff for your dollar, but is that stuff good? I don't know. It's still so early. I think it's going to be interesting to see how seriously Amazon takes the gaming portion of this.
And I think one of the most interesting things is that it's available right now. Like, they made the announcement and basically said, and it's in the stores now. We went on Amazon and actually ordered one ourselves. We're doing Amazon Prime overnight shipping. So we're going to have it in the office. We're going to be trying it out, and we'll get to see just how fun or not fun it is. So stay tuned to GameSpot.com for more info on the Amazon Fire TV.